Hey guys, welcome back. It's the second try. Let's see how it goes now. See if my lighting will ever calm down. I don't know if it will. It's kind of being funky. Okay, so I'm going to start from scratch. Tonight is Thursday evening and we are going to talk about limiting beliefs. But before we start, I always like to introduce myself. I am Carol Ward. I am a daughter, a sister, an aunt, a friend to many, and I'm also a businesswoman by day. I'm an entrepreneur and CEO by night of Carol Ward Fitness and carolwardfitness.com. And my mission in life is to help people heal their bodies from the inside out by doing that nutritionally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, helping build their confidence, helping them find peace and joy, all while having a ball at life. So tonight, the reason I wanted to talk about limiting beliefs is we've been talking already during the last couple of episodes of Real Talk about how people perceive medicine and food is medicine, or just medicine in general, and how they turn to medicine for their to keep themselves off of or healthy, to keep themselves healthy from diabetes or cancer or heart disease or high blood pressure, what have you. And so it made me think about our limiting beliefs. You know, we live in this world and we think small, but I think that there is a lot of life and a lot of things that are way bigger than what we can ever imagine. And I just mean that in terms of, you know, our belief system. Sorry, keep getting interrupted. So with that said, I wanted to read to you again what the definition of limiting beliefs is and what it means, because it's really what we tell ourselves over and over and over in our heads, or maybe what you brought from your childhood or your past relationships that actually plays over and over and over in your head. So a limiting belief is a false belief that a person acquires as a result of making an incorrect conclusion about something in their life. For example, a person also acquires a limiting belief, or could acquire a limiting belief about his ability to succeed as soon as he has a failure. And I see that in many aspects of life. That could be in business, that could be in nutrition, it could be in your health, it could be in your relationships with other people. And I'm guilty. I have had many limiting beliefs that have held me back from me maybe having the best relationships or achieving my goals. The one thing I want to tell you tonight is that right now, today, you are right where you're supposed to be, and it's no mistake that you're there. It's not like God doesn't know. And this is an opportunity, though, for you to grow and learn and reach outside the comfortable and familiar. That's why it's a part of the Comfort Zone series, Crushing Your Comfort Zones. And there will be one more piece in this series. It will be about overcoming your excuses. So when we talk about limiting beliefs, as I mentioned before, it's about that tape player that plays over and over and over in your mind that tells you every day, maybe even, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve love, I don't deserve good things in life, I can't achieve this goal, I don't have what it takes. And it's also where you compare yourself to other people and say, well, they can have it, but it's obviously not ever going to happen to me. And looking at things as though things just happen to people versus the fact that they actually achieve goals. So I've had that happen in my life many a time, and still it does. In fact, I think I mentioned the other day that I wrote a list in the last few months of limiting beliefs, and I told a friend of mine it was like 22 limiting beliefs that I had, and she said, 22? You know, like you're 52. How are you still having 22 limiting beliefs? But I think if you actually took the time to sit down and write out some of those limiting beliefs, you would be surprised yourself. And actually, a lot of them overlapped. I mean, it's really the stories that I have learned or heard growing up that just kind of stuck with me. Our experiences dictate some of those limiting beliefs, as that definition defined as well. And so I'll talk to two that are probably less emotional, I guess you could say, today. The very first one is a limiting belief that every time I go to the doctor, my blood pressure goes up. And I've prayed about it. I've gone to hypnotherapy for it. I've tried everything to overcome it. But sure enough, because every time I've gone to the doctor, it goes up. Now it's in my mind that every time I go, it'll go up. And we're talking not a little bit. We're talking like through the roof, crazy numbers. And yet my blood pressure is awesome at home. I take it all the time. It's great. And it is just a limiting belief that has played over in my head that I'm still working on. That when I even went to the doctor last week, it was still through the roof. And it frustrates me that I feel like I'm hindering my ability to overcome that limiting belief. But there are tools, I'll give you at the end of this video that I think can help me and you overcome, retrain our minds to hear a different tape recorder, to hear a different message, because it really is a mindset thing. And we have the ability to change what that recording says. So that's just kind of a small one. But also, I remember when I was diagnosed with thyroid disease, my mom told me, she said, you're going to be heavy the rest of your life. And I thought to myself, wow, I could really believe that. And that was in 98. And I just said, no, I chose right then and there not to believe that. And sure enough, it has not been true. It could have been true if I believed it, but I didn't. I chose to say, no, it's not true. I don't know where that came from, my ability to turn that switch off in my mind. But thankfully, I was able to turn that switch off and to tell myself, no, this does not have to be so. This isn't true. And sorry, I'm just trying to see if anyone's here because I can't see your messages. So if anyone's here, hi. Sorry, I can't see you for whatever reason. But so I just immediately said no. Like, it was something that was easy for me to just say, no, I don't believe that. It's not going to be true. Sorry, I'm trying to turn this so you're not getting so much light. So I just chose to not believe that. And although I had moments where I did have problems losing weight, it wasn't due to the thyroid disease. It was due to other things. So I didn't allow that to be a limiting belief in my life. But things I did allow to be a limiting belief in my life is feeling like I'm not funny enough. Sometimes I think I'm not funny enough, and so I feel like people can't relate to me and see my humor, but I feel like I'm funny, but I just don't know if it conveys across to people. And so I sometimes think, am I funny enough? Or am I fun to be around? Or, it could even be, I'm 52, I'm still single. There's a long time where I didn't even believe I deserved a husband because I thought, well, I haven't had success so far and I haven't met anyone great, and so maybe God doesn't have anyone for me. And that's a belief I could really hang on to. Excuse me, but I've decided no. I'm for too many years I did hang on to it and I've let it go. I finally realized that I'm right where I'm supposed to be, and I'm lovable, and I'm awesome, and I'm wonderful, and I'm special. And I'm all those things because God created me, not because I'm boasting, but because I'm a product of the Most High God. He created me, and He's not going to create me to be this small, horrible person that has no value. I have a lot of value to give, and so do you. And so I want you to know that. I feel like our limiting beliefs hold us back from seeing our worth, from seeing the best in ourselves. And that holds us back from having healthy relationships, from setting healthy boundaries. It holds us back from making healthy choices about our health and nutrition. It holds us back from getting healthy from diseases and illnesses. It holds us back from successes in life because we can easily have a failure and then not pick ourselves up and start all over again. If you look at Michael Jordan, his story is of one of failure. He's had many failures, but he would say today that it's because of those failures that he was the success he was. Those failures led to him learning about himself and what he has to offer and how he can tweak some things to make himself better and still achieve his goals. So there's an exercise that you can do to really help with limiting beliefs, and it's simply by writing down in pencil what your limiting belief is. I'm not worthy of that great job. I'm not worthy. I can't control my appetite, so I'll never lose weight. I'll never get off blood pressure medication because I don't like fitness and I just can't do it. I can't work out. I'm horrible at relationships. I don't whatever. Write it down in pencil and then go back and write the truth down underneath. The truth being, I am worthy of great relationships. I am. I'm created by this Most High God who wants me, who created me to be special in the world and to be a contributor. And so, of course, He's going to make me, amazing. And so I want to go share that. So I need to see my worth. Or maybe right underneath where if you've had a failure in your career, to say, you know what, that was in the past. The next steps will lead me to more success. I will have success. I do have success in my life. And if you've struggled with your health or fitness, then say something like, I don't struggle with health and fitness. I love my body enough to take the steps needed to achieve the goals, and I can do it. I can. I have the tools in me to do it, and I will. And so it's turning it into a positive spin and reading it every day. And once you finally get to a point where the pen sticks out more so than the pencil, I want you to go back and erase the old truth. I want you to go back and erase the false narrative you're giving your own life. And I can't wait for you to see how you turn things around for yourself, how that tape player turns around in your head and changes how you feel about yourself. So again, I'm going to have more tools and more details in my blog at carolwardfitness.com. If it's not up later tonight, it'll be up tomorrow. And I thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry, I can't see anyone's comments or anyone's views or anything of that nature. So if you're waving and saying hi to me, I'm so sorry I can't say hi back. But hi, and thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Take care. Bye.